Is dementia wandering a neurological problem? Imagine someone walking away without knowing where they are or how they got there. That behavior, called wandering, is actually rooted deep in the brain's structure and function. Yes, dementia wandering is fundamentally a neurological problem. It happens because of changes in the brain caused by conditions like Alzheimer's disease and other types of dementia. Research shows that specific parts of the brain are involved in wandering. Using advanced imaging techniques like positron emission tomography scans, scientists have found that in people with Alzheimer's who wander, there is reduced activity in areas like the cingulum and the supplementary motor areas. These regions are responsible for helping us understand our surroundings, control movement, and remember where we are. When these areas don't work properly, the coordination between them breaks down. That's why a person might become confused about their location or how to get back home. Several neurological impairments contribute to wandering. For example, visuospatial dysfunction affects a person's ability to understand spatial relationships and judge distances. Visuoconstructional impairment makes it hard to recognize shapes or patterns. Topographical memory loss means they forget familiar places or how to navigate them. These deficits combine to create confusion about where they are and which way to go, often leading them to wander in search of familiar surroundings or loved ones. The types of dementia most linked to wandering are those that heavily impact spatial awareness and memory. Alzheimer's disease shows the highest rates because disorientation and memory loss are key features. Lewy body dementia and behavioral variant frontotemporal dementia also often involve wandering, especially in later stages. Other brain changes can influence wandering too. For instance, in Alzheimer's, neuron loss in the suprachiasmatic nucleus affects sleep-wake cycles and hormone regulation, which can cause restlessness or sundowning behaviors. Reduced cholinergic activity in the brain can also contribute to agitation and wandering. It's important to understand that wandering isn't a person's choice or misbehavior. It's a symptom of the brain's neurological damage. External factors like stress, pain, hunger, or discomfort can trigger wandering episodes, but they do so because the brain's ability to process and orient itself is impaired. Conditions like depression or sleep problems can make wandering more frequent, but they are secondary to the underlying brain changes. For caregivers, recognizing wandering as a neurological issue helps foster compassion. It's not about punishment but about understanding that the person is responding to real brain changes. Safety measures like alarms, locks, and supervised environments are essential to prevent harm. Knowing that wandering is common in moderate to severe dementia can help caregivers prepare and respond with patience and care. In fact, studies show that about 6 out of 10 people with dementia will wander at least once. This highlights how common and serious this neurological symptom is across different types of dementia. The core cause is the progressive damage to brain areas involved in memory, spatial awareness, and cognitive control. While external factors can influence when and how often wandering occurs, the root is always the brain's changing structure and function. In summary, wandering in dementia is a direct result of neurological damage affecting how the brain processes space, memory, and movement. Understanding this helps caregivers respond with empathy and safety, knowing that it's not intentional but a sign of the brain's ongoing changes. Always consult healthcare professionals for personalized advice, as each person's experience with dementia can vary widely.